Well, a beautiful Sunday afternoon here. We got like 3,500 hundredths of rain yesterday morning, which was Saturday morning. I had just cut about 150 bushel of Milo and it started sprinkling. We were kind of had like 25% chance rain forecast, and well, it did more than just sprinkle. So that shuts Milo harvest down for a couple days unless the sun really comes out good and the wind blows for a few hours. But the forecast tomorrow is not good either. Looks like it's going to rain some more, and even if it's cloudy and sprinkly, there won't be any Milo come out of the field. So, was really hoping to get some video of the N6 and R65 cutting Milo, but that's not happening. So instead, I worked on a pickup this morning, had to put a transmission pan gasket in D350 diesel, no big deal. But since we're kind of holding pattern here, it's time to get at least one Massey combine out of the shed. The other one's kind of buried. Maybe if I have time this afternoon I'll get it out, but I think it's time to get at least one little Massey combine out. So we're gonna grab some gas here in town for it. I got a new battery for it, and go see if it starts. It's been since February or March since it moved, so been a bit. So we're gonna work on that. Well, first things first, to get the combine I want out, little 300, I gotta move this 4166, but damn, isn't that looking good today? I know I love the old 666. So yeah, we got battery charger over here going on the 4166. We'll switch her over to start here. Hopefully this thing starts today. I don't know, sometimes I think it's got two old 6-volt batteries on it. I should probably just replace them because, yeah, this tractor could be for sale if you're interested in 4166, since we got the other one in here. Don't really need two of them around, honestly. That button. Got a level 400 series IH motor. They just start. Let it warm up for a minute and back around. Okay, the 4166 backed right out, no big deal. It's just gonna sit there and idle for a while because I don't know if it's gonna start back up that easy because the batteries are drunk. But we're gonna get back to this little Massey 300. If you remember, and I'll add a link here, hopefully, if I can figure it out. We pulled this out of a shed northeast of North Platte, Nebraska, just a little over a year ago. Hadn't run in quite a while. I have a 3-row 30-inch corn head for it, and since added another corn head for it for a specific plan we'll get to later on. But we picked corn with it last fall. We put about 3 bin loads through it. It's not a perfect old combine. If you remember correctly, I had the whole shoe out of it to fix some cracks and stuff. My fuel tank, I'm not using the sediment bowl because the tank's kind of rusty and plugged, and I just got fuel tapped into the top so it's not sucking rust. But also I think maybe need to work on the unloading auger here, because I think it was this gear, set of bevel gears here, was jumping under load, and this whole deal isn't that great, but we haven't really messed with it either. But yeah, we picked corn with it last fall. Didn't really have a lot of issues with it. I kept plugging the rethrasher last year, and we ended up moving some fingers around inside the rethrasher housing, and it quit doing that. I have some new front tires for it, but haven't got them on yet. It's thin in spots, but it's still a really cool old combine, and it'll work for what we're playing with here. Gotta crawl up and put a battery in it, and then honestly might have to bleed fuel to the carburetor because it seemed like it liked to have an airlock in the fuel system. Maybe it's still got fuel in it to the carburetor. I don't know. But I do know we gotta go put a battery in there, and then if we're lucky it'll just start up. But Probably check the oil too, because yeah, that's kind of important. But we're gonna put this battery in. We'll check the oil here, right here, in front of the old gal. But yeah, there's your slant 6 downhill Hemi leaning tower power, whatever the hell you want to call it. Still full of oil, so wonderful. Probably better check. That's a hydraulic tank too. Looks like that's kind of low on oil, so I might have to add some hydraulic oil. But I believe I have some in my pickup we can put in it. Not a real big tank on this thing, so not a major concern. The fact that it's low, so yeah. To Baumgars and Norton, got a new battery for it this morning. I assume that's positive. And that's, yeah, this one's negative. So, I can't remember. You can't put a very big battery in this thing, just the way she is. Just doesn't take a real big one. Oh man, did I get one? Oh no, it sort of fits. It's catching on wiring. 1 second. Okay, battery's in. We're gonna reach in here and tap. Yep, okay, we do have power. So we're gonna crawl in the cab now after some mild gymnastics and see if we have fuel. I can hear the fuel pump running. I hope it's down in fuel. I mean, we just put 5 gallons in it, so yeah. Parked it real close to this set of gates here. We used to keep some cows in here. Okay, yeah. We are in neutral. Pull up on choke. I'll give a little throttle. Doesn't sound that promising. So okay, we have fuel. It's alive. We have oil pressure. Okay. Charging. Trying to charge. Yeah, okay. We're gonna let it sit here and idle. That was very, very anticlimactic. We're just gonna let that slant 6 sit there and warm up for a minute. Just glad it started. Nice. Just sweet little 6-cylinder. It's not that wild. Just you sit there and run, idle. So let it sit here and idle. We're gonna move my pickup out of the way and then pull this out and go pick up a corn head, I guess. We'll pick up the 3-row 30-inch. The other corn head is for special reasons later on. Okay, it's sat here for a few minutes and idled, so it should be pretty close to ready to rumble. That shield should be fine there. Not like I'm getting closer to it, I don't think. Really don't care about that water pan. Crawl back up in here and see if it'll move forward and swing around the corner. Now I don't think I have brakes. I know I don't have brakes, let's be honest. So we're not gonna get in any sort of hurry here. And that's my variable speed gear shift. So yeah, the clutch pedal pushes really hard on this little girl. So I have steering. I do have steering, so That is important. Go ahead a little ways. Then start swinging her around the corner. I don't want to swing the walkers into my hayloft over there. So, yeah, we gotta kind of be gentle here. I'm gonna stop, get out and look. This could be a multi-part deal here, for sure. Interestingly enough, this thing has calcium in the back tires. So that's, yeah, fairly annoying. Yeah, we'll pull straight. I mean, I can swing that thing. I got lots of room here. I'll just swing it hard for a second. I think we'll get out of here. You just don't know. Combines swing a lot on the back end. So, this thing will turn around on a dime if you want it to. Not that I always want it to. Starting to load up a little, so didn't really want to kill it. Don't hit the 666 or the 1468. That is important. Let's get out and look. See what we got here. Still got room. I think I might just keep cutting her. As long as I don't catch the weights on the 1468, we'll get out of here. I could back up a little and see if we can get out. I'm going to send you guys over here. Okay, it's out. That's still idling. I'm sorry, I'm not shutting it off. But we're gonna crawl up here and kick the separator in gear in this girl, just to make sure everything seems happy. And we'll walk around it and listen to it. It was working when I put it away, and I'm not that worried about it. I mean, what the hell? It's an old ass combine. It made it this far. Let's look in here though. Let's make sure nothing seems out of place. It doesn't. Walkers, everything up in the walkers looks fine. So So yeah, we're gonna kick the separator in here. I need to get rid of those weights. Those were, I threw these weights on the rear axle because I had to move a 4-row wide corn head I bought for parts for my 3-row 30 and my 8-row 30-inch corn head for the 860. I also have another corn head over here. We'll talk about it in a minute. We'll talk about it. But yeah, we're gonna crawl out here, kick the separator in here, and make sure everything there is happy. It sounds okay-ish. I mean, I got time. We still got 500 acres of corn left to do, so I got time to mess with this before we get there. But we're gonna push this lever here down. Dang, that pushes hard. Okay. Got something squeaking. Wonder what it is. Huh. Might be that bearing behind. Bearing's still in it. I don't know. Ooh, that's annoying though. Huh. Ouchie. Maybe it'll go away. Everything else here looks good and it's spinning. Don't hear any slip clutches or anything going off or dragging. That's all pretty silent. Your house is going. What is the deal with that squeak? Holy cow. Might just be a rust. Could be that bearing or the one behind that. The bearing's in it still. I saw that, so who the hell knows? We'll just ignore it for a little bit. How does that sound? Let's get this thing up to high idle. Squeak went away. Who knows? That's an old combine. That's allowed to squeak. Okay. Yeah, it's alive. Second gear. This thing only runs wide open and idle. That's how the governor is. So like, you just roll with it on this thing. I think this is the corn head I want. I don't know. I got too many Massey corn heads around here now. So yeah, I don't have any brakes. This could be interesting. I used to have brakes. Okay, the corn head we want, right here. I'm pretty sure. Need to move these duals out of the way that were for 1466. Yeah, 2-row 30-inch. This is the one I want. We'll get it picked up. That's a 2-row wide. I think it's 2-row 36 or 38. I picked it up in Nebraska last spring. When I go to Half Century Prague with this, which I hope I have time to do next fall for lots of reasons, but I'm hoping to take the combine and corn head around along, and I'd rather take this along because it hauls narrower. That's pretty much it. It's not a bad little corn head. It was made for like a 300 or a 410, 2-row wide. But yeah, this is what we want because we farm on 30-inch, so Got to roll those jewels out of the way and see if I can get latched onto this thing today. Okay, time to see if I can get hooked on to this thing. I'm gonna set you guys up right over here. I didn't park it in the back spot. I think I set it there with a loader tractor, so not my greatest parking spot. I'm gonna set you guys there, and I'll see if I can get pulled ahead and get a hold of it somehow. And that's all there is to it. I mean, we're kind of hooked up. So Massey's had this really nice quick couple on their old combines. They were way ahead of everybody else on this sort of thing. It just pins on pretty damn easy, really. Everybody else, I don't know, a lot more of a pain. Just slide that coupler over right there, and I got a pin up here in the cab right there, that guy. Just shove through right, well, right there, maybe. And now we're hooked on. It takes a minute to get everything aligned, but that wasn't too bad. I had to grab a ball around my pickup, do a little working around, but these things hook up a hell of a lot easier than like the 7720 or 6600, in my opinion. But I don't, you know, we can argue about that all you want. I don't really care, but yeah, we're hooked up. I mean, that's it. I gotta oil some chains and stuff before I kick this corn head in gear, but that's it. I mean, I'm gonna look this thing over pretty good, obviously, and make sure we're good to go. I ought to get my little grain truck out, pull out over there in that 50-acre cornfield, pick a little, maybe not. I don't know if I'll have time, but he's out. Just gotta, you know, loosen chains and stuff. I need to get rid of those weights that are hanging on the rear axle. I'm gonna mess with my unloading auger and see if I can make that engage better. But yeah, that's pretty much it with this thing. Good old combine, really. Just gonna oil some chains here for a minute. That's about it. Okay, chains are all oiled on the machine and the corn head, so that is wonderful. We're gonna flip that lever there up, and I should have covers somewhere around here for the clean grain elevator, I believe. Should have some covers. I love it. Always losing something around here. I know I got them. They're probably up in the cab or something, surely, or up. And where could I have put them, right? Huh. We'll get back to you. I figured it out. I put them in a very rational place. A toolbox. Right there, behind the door. Forget this toolbox is here. We need to put that guy. Let's throw that up in the past so we lose it. And I think those are alternate extra chains and stuff for different speeds and pulleys. Just like that. Besides, maybe adding some more fuel, get this thing's ready to pick some corn. You gotta love these simple combines. I mean, who can argue with that? They just work. Well guys, I think that'll be it for this one. I actually went out and ran this thing, then did a partial bin load and got my Dodge grain truck out. It naturally fired right up too. It's a good old girl. It's a hell of a lot nicer than the combine. Only has like 42,000 miles on it. She's a sweet old truck. But yeah, this thing picked a partial bin load. Definitely found a few things that need to get worked on before I run it too much more, but that's expected. But yeah, there's corn in there. Combine only holds like 75 bushels, so yeah, take a while to fill even this truck with this little combine, but doing pretty good. I'll try to link the whole playlist for getting this thing out of the shed and getting it running here somewhere. But that'll be it for this one, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm on all the social medias as @TMontyIH. I have farm toys for sale and other stuff on my website, territorialtrading.com. So if you're looking for something there for Christmas, I know it's coming, so get your kids something, or for the young at heart too. But you guys have a good one. We're gonna go work on rescuing a case 930 in the morning, I think. So you guys take care, go drag some out of the weeds and get it running.